I am so grateful that you could come on such short notice. There is no one else I would have trusted with Starr and Langston.
So, do you have any idea how long you'll be away?
I'll be back as soon as Nora knows that Clint is spoken for.
So, you'll be leaving first thing in the morning?
I think they're calling my flight. Muchas gracias. David, what are you doing here? And what are you doing with her?
Well, if you were okay, you would have called me by now, Langston. Carlotta? What are you doing here?
Nice to see you too, mi amor.
Well, I'm sorry. I just,
Don't worry, it's accepted. Your aunt's on her way down to Texas to surprise Mr. Buchanan.
Right now?
Mm-hmm. She asked me to come by and look after you in Langston.
Well, where's Jack?
He's on his way to Savannah to stay with Cassie.
She just shipped him off?
She left this for you. And you are?
Oh, this is Marco.
Hey, nice to meet you, ma'am.
Mucho gusto.
Un placer.
Well, did she leave something for me?
Me? She left me for you.
It says she'll be gone about a day or two, and she'll be back in time for the final hearing with social services.
Mm-hmm. I just wanted to tell her that Cole's missing.
Her boyfriend.
I see.
No, you don't see. He was kidnapped or worse.
Look, why don't you just stay calm and call your aunt? I know she's still at the airport.
Yeah, she needs to talk to the FBI. They'll listen to her.
Cole hasn't been gone long enough, has he?
Is that supposed to make me feel better?
No, I mean, on TV they say people need to be gone a couple days. But
Well, as far as I'm concerned, he's missing, Langston. And his mom is out of town, and my Aunt Dorian's in Texas, and Jack is in Savannah. My mom and dad are God knows where. Mrs. McBain is gone, my little brother is gone, and everything is just really bad right now.
Cozy? That's good. I think we are gonna stay here for a couple of days because Mommy could kind of use the break, you know? And then we'll find someplace safe.
You're searching for your son?
Yeah, I haven't seen him in years.
Why?
Well, you'd have to ask him, because believe me, I've tried to, no, that's not true. I haven't really tried to. Not until now. And he's a grown man. Not like I'm worried about him or anything. It's just that...
Well, he's your son. I mean,
Yeah. And I guess you could say we didn't get along, to put it mildly.
it's not unusual for fathers and sons to disagree, you know.
No, it was worse than that. It was a lot worse.
And in regard to that money, I leave to each and every one of you exactly nothing.
Can your granddad do that? Can he cut us all off?
I don't believe what I just heard.
You don't want to hear it again?
No, that won't be necessary.
Well, so what's going to happen with Ace's money in the company?
like that's any of your business.
Natalie, please.
No, it's all right. It's just it's a question. If he's not dividing up his empire, he must be doing it for a reason.
Yeah, and I want to know what that reason is. What does he have in store for BE?
Oh, don't you worry. Your daddy had it all figured out. And it's a doozy.
I know you're all disappointed. Maybe even a little angry. Well, that's just too bad. For the time being, my personal fortune is going to stay in trust. It'll be dispersed according to my directions at a later date. If, and boy, that's a big if, my conditions have been met.
What are you gonna do, Paul? Resurrect yourself and sit in judgment?
I can hear you now, Clint. Calm down, boy. All in due time. I wrote y'all a letter, a contract. It's signed, sealed, and put away. Calhoun will open it when the time is right. My company is the one thing I always did right. Oh, hell, I could parcel it out. But I know some of you would be grousing that you didn't get enough, and others wouldn't give a damn about what they did get. So I have made a decision. Now, the company is going to be shared by each and every one of you. What you do is going to determine its future and your own.
Who is it?
Who the heck do you think, girl? Open up.
1 minute. I'll be right there. Sorry, hold on. Hey, sorry. I didn't know who it was. And
This is my boy Shane. Shane, this is Sally Ann. Say hi.
hi. Hi. Well, come on in. Come on in. So I just got Billy to sleep.
Oh, we'll be quiet.
Oh, good.
Just so you know, you're safe here.
Thank you. Oh, you can take a peek if you want. Just be quiet, okay? Thank you.
When Shane was that age, he would sleep through anything. But when he was awake, watch out.
That's because I take after my dad. He was a Navy SEAL. But he got killed on a secret mission before I was even born.
I'm sorry to hear about that, Shane. But you must be very proud of him.
He's a hero.
Yeah.
Right, Mom?
Right. And you are my hero. And you always will be.
Mom.
So look, I got the night off, so I can help you get settled in, whatever you need. If you need to talk or anything.
My mom's a real good listener.
Honey, do you want me to call Antonio?
I already talked to Mr. Buchanan, but thank you.
And John McBain and Cole's mom are on their way back. They were down in New Orleans.
Looking for Mr. Manning's son.
Yeah, Dorian told me. So how long Cole's been missing?
Well, he was here yesterday. He was just going to go home and get his cell phone, and then he was going to meet us at grounds, only he never showed. And he wasn't at school today. He just disappeared.
So what did the commissioner say?
He's taking it seriously.
No one broke into Cole's apartment. Nothing was touched.
So what are you saying, Marco, that he was abducted by aliens?
I need to call the diner. You wash up for dinner. There's food on the stove. Arroz con rice with chicken. And there's plenty for all of you.
Gracias.
Nada.
Where are you going? I can't just sit here, Langston. I need to find him.
Commissioner Buchanan told us to stay put.
He's not my father.
Hey, for all you know, Cole cut school and is holed up at the library finishing that paper.
Right, finishing the paper that was in his computer that never crashed. It was all a lie, Marco.
But why would he lie?
I don't know, maybe because the guy with the mask was holding a gun to his head?
Okay, you're jumping to conclusions, Star. You don't know.
What I do know is that you're trying to help, but it's not working. Something is wrong, and we all know it.
Yes, and you're right. We're worried too.
Dorian, what a surprise.
A really bad one. I asked what you're doing here. And why is that on your arm?
Was she always this bitter?
I've been away, as you know.
I thought that was as a direct result of your horrendous stay at Vicky's house.
Well, Vicky taught me the value of working for a living.
Oh, please.
Dorian, life is short. I wanted to find out what I was really capable of and put my potential to work. So I became a cabana boy at a rehab clinic.
Ah, and you got all of that from Vicky.
Well, one day I was looking for more massage oil, and guess who I saw?
Oh, no.
Oh, yes. I was recovering from a failed marriage.
With you, is there any other kind?
Alex is hoping to have better luck this time around.
Well, it's very gentlemanly of you to squire her around. But once you've landed, remember there's always room for you. Chez moi.
That's very kind of you.
We wouldn't want to impose.
Oh, The invitation was for David, not for you.
I know. But I don't go anywhere without my David.
Your David?
Yeah. Honey, do you want to tell her or should I?
Dorian, Alex and I.
We're married.
One Life to Live on ABC, brought to you by Fruit of the Loom. Durable, comfortable, Fruit of the Loom.
I would really love that company. That would be great.
So can I go, Mom? Since you two are just gonna talk?
How's your homework? Did you finish all those math problems?
Yes, ma'am. Every last one.
Okay. Well, I guess you can run over to the cafe and have Noelle fix you something. Here you go.
Thanks, Mom.
Hey! Let me see that watch. I want you to be back here in 1/2 hour, okay? That is 30 minutes, no longer.
Okay, 30 minutes. Check.
All right.
He's a doll.
Yeah, he's all boy.
I'm sorry to hear about his dad. No, that must have been terrible. And then to have to raise him all by yourself.
Yeah. Well, you gotta do what you gotta do.
Don't I know it? How do you know? I mean, how do you know if you're ever doing the right thing?
We don't have to talk about this if you don't want to.
No, there's not much to tell. It's just that I'm trying to do the right thing by him, and that's why I'm here.
Here? You mean your son is here in Texas?
I hope so. I mean, I've been down enough blind alley so far to not get my hopes up, but yeah, if this lead pans out, then I think I may be very close.
Oh, I just wish I could see the looks on your faces. But who knows, maybe I got box seats in heaven. Or I'm looking up from the bleachers, someplace a little warmer. Wherever I am, I'm taking over. And that's what I expect of all of you. Now you all listen. You're each gonna get a seat on the board. Clint, Bo, Kevin, Joey, Cord, Natalie, Jessica, CJ, and Sarah. And when the little ones come of age, Matthew, Zane, and Bree are gonna join you. You're all gonna get equal amounts of company stock. But before you can start thinking about swapping shares or getting rich by selling it off, no can do. I've set it up so you can't transfer it or sell it. BE is going to be a family-run company from now on.
Why would Grandpa do this?
Of course, there's a catch.
There always is.
But I don't want to bore you with my sad story.
You're not boring me, Charlie.
Oh. You want to move to one that works?
No. I mean, the movie's almost over, right?
Yeah, but does it have a happy ending?
I don't know. I hope so. What made you start searching for your son?
You know, at first I was stubborn, just to hell with him, but I'm not getting any younger. And the regrets just weren't going away. I'd find myself waking up at night wondering what he was doing, if he was okay. And I'd start going over all the things that I'd done wrong, wishing that I could change.
Very courageous to admit you make mistakes. I respect that.
Let's just hope my son views it the same way.
Yeah. I realize that I've been incredibly lucky with my children, I mean, we've had our disagreements, but we are very close.
No, they're here in Paris.
Oh, great. No, they're in another part of the country, with my real life.
Look, I wasn't thinking when I left. You know, I grabbed some things and I took off. And sometimes you just gotta go with your gut. You know what I'm saying?
I hear you.
But I miss my life. I miss what we had. I miss me and Billy and my husband being together.
I thought you said your baby's daddy was violent.
Yeah, right. It's not all the time, you know.
You never know what'll set a man off. One minute he's as sweet as pie, and the next you're running to the ER with your face in an ice pack.
Look, I had to leave, okay? I didn't have a choice.
Well, too many women just sit still and take it, and it's their kids that suffer.
But that's exactly why I had to leave. You know, I couldn't let that happen to Billy. There's no way I could let that happen to him. And since then, it's just been one town after another.
You know where you're headed?
Kinda. I don't really know what I'm gonna do once I get there to survive. I gotta find a job. I have to...
You'll make it happen. Hell, I've had a dozen jobs since Shane was born.
I don't know how you did it. It's really hard. I haven't slept through the night since I left, and I'm scared. Gigi, I'm so scared. I'm so scared that he's gonna find us.
Billy's dad?
Yeah, he's smart. And he's rich, and he probably has 1 million people looking for us everywhere. And every time I turn around, I think I'm gonna see him standing right there.
You've got your son, okay? And at the end of the day, take it from me, that is all that matters.
Well, if you guys are as worried as I am, then let's go find him.
Where?
I don't know where. Langston, but I'm not just gonna sit here.
And if the guy with the mask is after you too?
What are you talking about?
Who saw him first? And where? What if he wants to get rid of all the witnesses?
I don't care. I have to do something.
Okay, fine. Well, we'll get online, all right? We'll post Cole's picture on every board in town.
We'll email everybody we know at school.
And your folks are loaded. Post a reward.
Okay, my computer's upstairs.
You really think something's wrong? Cole's not just cutting school because his mom's out of town?
If he was doing that, he would call Star and tell her. I think the guy's in serious trouble.
The two of you married? That's rich.
We hope so.
Yeah. You can't be serious. Why not? It's so nice for me to have such a young one for a change. And he's so tall and handsome. And, well, my last husband was he wouldn't let me wear spikes. It was such a drag. David, you married this creature? What did you ever see in her anyway?
Alex, just for one moment. You are my beautiful bride. I love you, and I worship you. Now, will you go sit over there by yourself while I speak privately with my ex-wife? She tends to hyperventilate when she's confronted with reality.
Get her a bag. Reality? You're with Alex Olenov Vickers. Oh, do what you have to do.
Right. Can I talk to you?
You bet.
Great.
Okay. What were you thinking?
The ex-husband, this one, loaded and not too smart in the prenup department. So now she is loaded. And when we split up, and believe me, that's gonna happen soon, we're gonna split all of her assets 50-50.
I hope you checked her out.
Come on. She checked into Dreamland. She's rich.
Dreamland?
Yeah, the rehab clinic. Cabana Boy.
Divorce her as soon as you can. Otherwise, you're going to be stuck with 50% of her bills.
Oh, come on. Could she do that? Sticking with half of her bills?
David, this is the stupidest thing you've ever done.
No, it's not. I've done a lot stupider things. Remember? Never mind. I was running out of options, all right? I was a minimum wage towel boy.
Just as long as you're only doing this for the money.
No one can replace you in my heart.
I hope for your sake
The stupid slut has millions.
Oh, don't you worry. There's gold in them there hills. And if there's not, I'll drop kick her right back to dreamland. How can I possibly come out on the wrong end of this? She can't have bupkis. I'm the one who's got bupkis.
Mr. Buchanan has another son. It's David Vickers.
All right. Good news, bad news. Now, if you all get along, the company will prosper. A year from now, if the stock price is up, there'll be a very nice piece of change for each and every one of you. But if you let yourselves get caught up in turf wars and the like, my company will fail. And you'll all wind up without a penny of my money.
I don't believe this.
And just so you know, it's ironclad.
Take the comfy seat. Just a question. Have all of you all agreed on anything ever?
Play the DVD.
So go at it. But please, talk it through. And just try not to break the furniture since it does belong to Chuck now. Well, I guess that's about it. Calhoun, by the way, will help you iron out the details. So I guess there's really nothing left to say, except, I do love you. Every last one of you. And goodbye.
No. He's gone.
One Life to Live will continue in a moment here on ABC.
I emailed everyone I could think of at school.
Could you post on the board at the athletic department?
Yeah, in the theater department and the home pages and class pages.
Maybe we could talk to the neighbors. I'm sure somebody saw something.
Well, I bet the cops are doing that.
I didn't even know which picture to pick of him. I have so many. That one was taken at Halloween, and that was just last week.
He's coming back.
Oh yeah, then why isn't he called, and where is he? And why was that mask at his apartment?
Hey, for all you know, he bought that thing to freak you out.
Yeah, and he cut school, and he's hiding out to make it even freakier. Something is really wrong, Marco. We all know it.
The question now is, where do I go next, right?
Well, in my experience, one place is pretty much like another, although Paris has been better than most. I mean, at least it has been for Shane and me. People are friendly, they mind their own business, except for my boss. And it's one of the only places left where you can still find a cup of coffee for less than $1. Take it from me, Miss Paris, Texas Chamber of Commerce.
Well, I don't know. Maybe I might have given Paris, Texas a chance, but Alice isn't here, so now
Why don't I sub for Alice? I don't see how she could do much more for you than I can.
Oh, I don't know, Gigi.
Well, at least let me try. And hey, if it doesn't work out, get back in your car and shoot on out of here with little Billy.
And go where? Gigi.
Hard to find a better place than good old Paris. So what do you say?
So you're a woman of mystery.
No, I don't think so. No, you know, I decided I needed a break from my normal routine, from my home, from everyone I knew.
But so you just walked off?
Yeah, I walked off. Guess it does seem a bit mysterious, doesn't it?
You don't have to tell me about this.
No, it's fine. When fair's fair, you told me about your son. The least I can do is to warn you about me.
Warn me?
Yeah. You know, Charlie, this is not my real life, okay? It just isn't. I'm enjoying enormously the novelty of being a waitress in a cafe in a town in Texas and learning to live on a very small amount of money. But it is so far removed from my normal life, my real life, you know, and it's not going to last forever. And I guess that's the real reason I was so reluctant to accept your invitation. I don't want to lead you on because eventually I'm going to have to walk away from all of this and go home.
But you sound sad.
Yeah, I am sad about it. I'll tell you why. I'm really enjoying myself. And I realized I was not happy at home.
Well, so maybe you should stay.
Look, Gigi, I don't know about this, okay?
You are gonna be just fine. I know it.
No, he's on my tail.
You've made your decision, and now you've just got to outsmart the bastard, and you'll do it.
No, I don't have much choice.
Sally-Ann, you have got to stop looking back. All you've got is the future. I was all alone when I had Shane. Went back to work a week out of the hospital, and I've been working ever since. And you've seen him, he's great. He's in school, he plays t-ball and soccer. And Billy will be just fine too, because he has you. Who's there?
It's just me, Mom.
Oh, my head. What is on your face? Did anyone ever teach you how to use a napkin? What is that, chocolate?
Noelle gave me a piece of her vanilla fudge cake.
Noelle's a baker at the cafe. Boss doesn't appreciate her, but you'll love her. I'll introduce you to all the girls I work with. We'll take real good care of you and Billy.
No. I can't stay. You know, this has been like a vacation for me. From all my responsibilities and from a bunch of people that I would just as soon avoid. My family's at home. So eventually I'm going to have to go home.
You know what I think?
What?
I think that you may leave, Vicky. You may even go back home. But you're on your way to something new. You're changing. I don't even know you, and I can tell you that much.
That would be really nice. I like that. Really. Oh, movie's over.
Well, now we'll never know if they lived happily ever after.
Dear, 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 how will we go on?
You want to stretch your legs or maybe get something to eat before the second feature starts?
I don't think I'm up for another movie. No, I've the early shift tomorrow, and I don't want to aggravate Mo because he might fire me.
He wouldn't dare. You want to do this again sometime?
Yeah. Yeah, I really would like to. You know what I would like to do? Apparently, there's some kind of very interesting cemetery in town.
Oh. The one with the Texas Jesus.
Yeah. There's a statue of Jesus with cowboy boots, I hear. I'd like to see that. And apparently there's a memorial to somebody who's not dead. Wouldn't mind seeing that.
Well, then it's a date.
You know, when my dad was missing, my mom made us make posters and post them all over town.
I'd wait on that.
Well, why?
Well, what if Cole just had to go out of town for a day and he comes back and there's flyers everywhere? He's not gonna like that.
But it's okay to post his face all over the internet? Guys, I know you're trying to help me stay positive, but something is wrong. And I'm afraid that if we don't do something soon, it's gonna be too late.
All better? Yes. David explained everything to me. So you see, congratulations are in order. One always wishes the bride best wishes, but I think David can do better. And he will next time. There isn't going to be a next time, Dorian, so you can lock up your hope chest. He's mine as long as I want him. Isn't that true, Pussycat? Oh, the things one does for love. And of course, you couldn't hang on to him no matter how hard you tried. Could she, Tiger?
Let's leave the cat metaphor in the litter box where it belongs. Let's go, kitten.
Okay. By the way,
What brings you two back to Landview? I don't see anybody rolling out the red carpet.
Oh, Alex has some unfinished business.
With the Buchanans.
You didn't tell me that.
Whatever business she has will remain unfinished. You see, the Buchanans have all left town. They've gone to Texas for the reading of Asa's will.
God help me. I thought a toast might be appropriate.
Oh, thank you, Nigel.
I have sparkling cider for the lucky few.
Can I help you open the champagne?
You may pop the cork.
Actually, I could use something a little stronger than champagne.
Me too.
So how's it feel? Like you won the lottery? I still don't think it's right.
Chuck, that's the way Asa wanted it. I mean, you know this property, inside and out. It's going to prosper with you running it.
There's a big difference between running it and owning it.
Not anymore. Asa wanted you here, wanted Nora in the house, wanted Nigel to have the island, and I think it's because the three of you took good care of the people and places he loved the most. One thing I don't understand, though, is all of us being on the board at BE and doing everything together.
Well, I have absolutely no interest in sitting on that board, so I'm going to defer all of my decisions over to you.
No, you can't do that, Missy. Your granddaddy was quite clear. You're in this together.
Well, frankly, I think that's a recipe for disaster.
Not necessarily. In fact, I think it makes perfect sense.
Star, you're making yourself crazy. You gotta try to chill.
Of course I'm making myself crazy. How can I relax? He's hurt.
Do you hear yourself? Now you stop this negative talk right now. You're not helping Cole. Now, all of you, sit and eat.
I'm not hungry.
No. You're gonna eat so you can keep up your strength. Honey, you're not gonna do Cole any favor by getting sick. Now, don't even think of leaving this house, because I told your aunt that I'm going to take good care of you. And that's exactly what I'm going to do.
We can serve ourselves.
Sit!
It's gonna be okay, Star. The cops are gonna find it. Thanks, dude. What if he's already dead?
So Ace's will is being read in Texas.
Yes, Asa insisted that everybody fly down there for the reading of the will. And since that devil always got exactly what he wanted.
Oh, you can't tell me anything about him. He's my ex-husband.
Yes. David, won't it be nice when you're part of his company?
David's not going to die.
Oh, no. I meant when he becomes one of your exes, which he will be before the end of the year. I have to go down to Texas because, well, I want to be with Clint.
We're going with you.
We are?
Yes.
No one invited you.
I'm sure no one invited you either. But the last time I checked, anyone could buy a seat on a jet. So that's what we'll do. We'll go down there, we'll finish my business, we'll live happily ever after that.
You know, maybe we should wait until they all come back here, you know, just out of respect for your ex-husband and all.
And no, that's the whole point, darling. Asa may have very well left me something in his will. He may have even left something for you.
For David?
Everyone loves David. Especially me.
You heard Asa. His family and his business, that was his life, and this is his way of keeping it together. And I agree with him. I mean, it's not going to be easy. You all are right, you're smart, stubborn, just like him. You got it in your blood. But you love each other. And if you have to agree from time to time, it might bring you a little closer together. Asa's real legacy is the love in this room.
To you, Pa. You're the most irritating, stubborn, irascible man I've ever known. You were certainly one of a kind. And all of us in this room, we love you, and we're gonna miss you something awful.
To Asa.
To your grandma.
I had a good time tonight, Vicky. You're a pleasure to be with.
Thank you. I really enjoyed myself too, honestly. I'm glad the speakers went out. Gave us a chance to talk.
Well, no matter how old you get, this particular moment never changes.
No, it doesn't.
Oh my God, Vicky, I'm so sorry.
Oh, no, there's nothing to be sorry about. Hey, we were just saying goodnight, that's all. What are you doing here? Hi, Shane.
Shane's half asleep.
Oh, yeah?
We're just visiting a friend. We'll get out of your way.
Well, I guess I'll see you at breakfast.
I will look forward to it. Good night.
Good night.
Stay tuned for scenes from the next One Life to Live.
On the next One Life to Live.
Yoo-hoo! Waitress!
You said he was a monster.
I lied.
Oh my God, Antonio, it's Raquel, isn't it?
This has something to do with Patrick Thornhart.
That's what I'm starting to think.
Watch weekdays on ABC, weeknights on